it's your girl Mindy C coming at you on Saturday night. And I'm making some garlic steak bites tonight. My name is Mindy. I'm from Michigan. I was going to say my name is from Mindy. My name is Mindy. I am from Michigan. If you are live with me, drop me a 1. You'll see that red live box right there if you want to follow me. You can tap my nose, the 3 buttons over there, hit follow, see first, and you'll never miss one of my lives again. I've been cooking keto for almost 2 years. Well, for 2 years. It's been 2 years. Hey, Missy, how are you doing? Hey, Mary. Garlic steak bites. Hey, Natalie. Nice to see you. Hey, Kathy. Nice to see you. Super duper easy steak bites. I just took some ribeye steak and chopped it into little chunks. So super duper easy. Get your favorite like sirloin steak. Hey Paula, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You can use any steak that you want. So I just used ribeye and then I marinated it. So super duper easy marinade. And if you put the whole recipe in, you'll have leftovers, and you don't really want to use because there's carbs in the soy sauce. But so you want to kind of not use all of it, but if you're serving more than 3 people, it'd be okay too. You're just going to use some Worcestershire, you know what it is. You know what this stuff is. You're going to use some of this. This is the marinade. So, hot sauce. Hey, Theola, how are you doing? Hey, Jennifer, nice to see you. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. Hey, Kim. Hey, Michelle. I'm just explaining some garlic steak bites. Super duper easy. I used as the marinade Worcestershire sauce and Frank's Red Hot sauce. And I also put some soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce in there too. Some garlic pepper. Well, it's pepper, but there was some garlic salt in there and some garlic. So some garlic. So it's real simple. Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, and hot sauce, and some pepper and some garlic. And then you're going to marinate your steak for about 20 minutes. So you can even do it before you leave for work in the morning time and put it in your refrigerator. Hey, Melinda, how are you doing? Hey, Nancy, nice to see you. Garlic. Ooh, I better put this. So you marinate your meat for about 20 minutes. And then you'll need some mushrooms. You'll need some onions. This is the easiest, delicious recipe ever. You're going to have a stick of butter. That's it. And a pan. Boom. So make your little marinade. Marinate your meat up. Put some garlic in there. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of hot sauce. And then you can actually you can pour this back into the pan if you want to use it again. This is going to have 1 carb per teaspoon. So you have to be careful. So if you're serving 4 people, it's going to be okay because the carb will stretch. So you don't have to. If you're just doing it by yourself, I wouldn't use all of the marinade. I'd make a smaller batch. Hey, Christine, how are you doing? Hey, Ron, nice to see you. I'm making some garlic steak bites tonight on Saturday night. If you're just tuning in, my name is Mindy from Michigan. Drop me a 1 if you're live. If you're new to me, say hi, hello, I'm new. What's your lifestyle going? What are you guys doing? Are you guys following your any New Year's resolutions? I followed the keto, so I'm continuing on, but I added some fitness goals and some work goals, all that good stuff. So I want to get back on my tracking a little bit more. I was eating a little bit too much almonds and nuts. I was surviving on chocolate. Last year, towards the end of the year, I was like sugar-free chocolates and almonds and macadamia nuts, and I was eating too many of them. So nuts can get you in trouble because they are high calorie. So if you are on a certain caloric amount, you don't want to eat all your calories in nuts because you only get like a handful of them for like almost 200 calories. So it's a great snack. But I would sit there and just free eat them instead of dividing them up into my individual packages. Hey, Mary Turner, how are you doing? Hey, Uncle Gary. I got to turn this down a little bit. So 1 stick of butter. If you're just tuning in, I took simple old ribeye steak. You can use whatever type of red meat that you like. And I just put some soy sauce, some hot sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, some garlic, some pepper, and you marinate that in a bag for 20 minutes.
In the pan.
Ooh.
Put it in the pan.
And then you put your stick of butter in here and melt that. And we are going to pour the meat in the pan. I'm going to step back though. Okay, no, it's good. It's good. I thought it was going to splash all, you know what happens to me on camera. I burn things, the fire alarm goes off. Now I can turn it up a little bit. So pour your steak in the pan, just butter. 1 stick of butter. Put that steak in there, and you are going to turn it up so it cooks. I didn't have it up high enough, but you're going to brown that meat up. So you're going to cook your meat to your liking. So if you like it like medium or medium rare, however you like your red meat, you're going to cook it. So I like mine more on the medium well, kind of the very beginning of a medium. So not too much red. So just a little pink is okay with me. I don't like it. Ugh. I don't like raw meat. Hey, Shauna, how are you doing? What is what? Yeah, nuts get me in the trouble all the time, Susan. Nuts are really bad. I haven't had them. I've gone from a couple times, but honestly, this year I haven't had any nuts. So I can tell a difference in just that because I was overeating in nuts. But that's okay. That's why we get back on track and get back to the program. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Lois. Nice to see you. Making garlic steak bites tonight. I've got some mushrooms. I got mini Bella mushrooms. So get some, I just did and cut the mushrooms right in half. So they're whole mushroom. Well, they're mushrooms in half. Just cut them in half because you want them a little bit bigger. You don't want little pieces. A little bit of onions, not much. Again, so this is going to serve at least 4 people here. So a little bit of onions, a little bit of mushrooms, some garlic, some pepper, some steak. Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Todd, nice to see you. I'm making garlic steak bites tonight. Super easy. Butter. The marinade was Worcestershire sauce, some hot sauce, some soy sauce, a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic in the pan too. So there we go. Getting some more garlic in the pan. So this is super duper easy. So make your marinade, soak your meat, put some butter in the pan, and then throw that meat in there until that meat gets as brown as you want. I'm gonna put like a tablespoon. Oh, I'm spilling garlic. I'm spilling the garlic all over the place. So get the meat to your liking. So there's no specific way. Again, I like mine slightly pink is okay, just as long as it's not bleeding on my plate. Hey, Jennifer, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday night. So, back to New Year's resolutions. Hey, Patty, nice to see you on here. Hey, Pat Holland, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Saturday night, I'm making some garlic steak bites. Super duper easy. I marinated it in these 3 things right here. Worcester, Red Hot. And you want to use probably about 1/4 cup of each if you're going more of the low carb. If you are kind of okay with a little extra carbs, then you could add a little extra Worcestershire sauce. You could add a little extra soy sauce. So that's going to be depending on your diet, how you do that. So if you do it the regular way, if you do it like a 1/4 cup, and a 1/2 cup, so that's going to be 16 carbs for the recipe. So if you're dividing that into 4 servings, that would be 4 carbs per. So if you're making this for 4 people, then you would have 4 carbs per meal. So if it was just for you, the whole thing would be 16 carbs. But there's enough meat in here for 4 people, and you can serve it with some broccoli or cauliflower or whatever you want. Or I just eat it right just like this, just after it's cooking. That's how I eat it. I like it like that. Let me turn that up a little bit. I'm going to pour the mushrooms in there. So that's easy. I'm turning up the heat. We're turning it up. We're going to turn it up. So now I'm adding the mushrooms, and that was it. A stick of butter. Marinated some ribeye steak with some nice Worcester and soy sauce and hot sauce. And now I just got a little bit of onions and a little bit of mushroom. And then you just want to cook it. I turned up the heat so it starts cooking and getting that all bubbly. Get those onions and mushrooms mixed in there. This is really super duper easy and delicious. So you're going to get a really good balance of carbs, protein, and fat from the butter. So this is a really balanced meal. And again, you can add, I wouldn't probably add any broccoli just because the mushrooms and onions. So I would kind of eat it just like this. This pan is too small for all the goodies I got in it. I got a lot of goodies in this pan. Hey, Gail, how are you doing? Nice to see you on here on a Saturday night. I'm just cooking up some ribeye steak garlic bites. Garlic bites with onions, mushrooms, super duper easy marinade. Super duper. I make this recipe a lot. It's super delicious. And we are going to put the lid on it too because we want it to simmer a little bit. So I'm going to mix it up and get these onions and mushrooms. And then the heat from the pan, the lid, is going to cook down those mushrooms and onions for you. And then they'll be done. So you can really marinate and simmer it as much as you want and cook it down. If you want to thicken up the juices in there a little bit, you could throw a little bit of xanthan gum. So if you don't know what xanthan gum, if you're new to keto, or you don't really get into, but xanthan gum is Xantham. This is a thickening agent. I bought this last year, you guys. I still have some left because you only use like literally like a quarter teaspoon at a time. It's like the keto cornstarch. So normal people use cornstarch. We use xanthan gum or arrowroot. That's another one. So arrowroot or xanthan gum. And you can get these right usually in your grocery store. I found these in Michigan at Meijer. So I'm not sure, but it's by that guy Bob's. So a lot of you probably seen Bob's. Bob's got some almond flour. He's got some coconut. He's got his own little line. So I bought Bob's. That's what I got. So, but you could order online on Amazon too. But again, you don't use that much of it. When does it say it expires? Oh, well, it said it's expired. So that's how long I've had it. But I'm still using it. Like, why would this expire? We're using it. It's not actual food. It's like a thickening agent. I'm going to give her a little stir in here. If you're just tuning in, I made super duper easy garlic bites. I just chopped up the ribeye steak, threw it in some hot sauce, some soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, some pepper, some garlic, and you marinate that in a Ziploc baggie for 20 minutes. And then you put a stick of butter in the pan, melt it, put your meat, brown your meat up to your liking, and then add your mushrooms and onions and let it cook and get those. Once the vegetables are cooked to your liking, it's done. So if you like your vegetables a little bit crunchy, then you can take it out when you feel like you're ready to take it out. We put a little extra garlic in there. I've got some Cajun. I'm going to sprinkle some Cajun in there. So everything is, up to you. What do you want to spice your food up with? Salt and pepper, garlic, whatever you want. These are just a simple little Cajun buttered steak bite. That is it. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Hey, Scott Van Trusenberg and Scott Dadswell. Hey, Julie Lewandowski, how are you doing? I'm just making I worked all day long tonight. I woke up at 3 in the morning today. I fell asleep early last night. I fell asleep accidentally around 8:30 and I was up at 3 in the morning. So now I'm all tired. Look at my eyes. I'm ready. So I'll probably fall asleep early and I'll probably have the same scenario tonight. When we get on those weird sleep schedules, that's what I got on. I don't know why. I didn't have anything. I was just really tired. I guess I just been working a lot. And I'm just going to, rest tonight and hopefully sleep in. I have some appointments tomorrow, but not too many. There we go. That's it. Hey, Betty, how are you doing? I got to get some water. Where's my glass at? Hold on a second. I got to get some water. So if you're just tuning in, I'm making some garlic steak bites. I got to get some water. I hope I don't choke. Garlic steak bites. So I just took the steak and I cut it up into cubes and I threw it in. Hold on, I gotta go. Okay. I threw some Worcestershire, some hot sauce, and some soy sauce. So you can do like a 1/4 cup each of the hot sauce and Worcestershire and a 1/2 cup of this. But if you want less carbs, then you would put less marinade stuff in there. So they do have carbs. But if you're serving more than one person, it will even out because the carbs will go to each individual. Woo! Woo! It's steaming over here. Look at this. We're having a steak bath over here. When you can. So if you want to add the marinade, because there is marinade left, so you can use that for more flavoring. You can just pour that in. I would let it cook down a little bit and then add your marinade, your leftover marinade to the end of the pot because you don't want this to cook down. So you just want to let the onions and the mushrooms and the meat do the work and let it cook a little bit, and then you can add the rest of your marinade. Well, no, I wouldn't save it because the red meat was in there, but you can just pour it right in there. So again, as the recipe stands, you could get about 4 servings out of this easy, and that would be about 4 carbs per serving. So you've got a little bit of butter in there for your fat. You've got some, soy sauce for like the saltiness, and super duper good. I added a little bit of Cajun. You can do that. So I'm gonna check this out. It's woo! Look at that. There it goes. It's boiling. So again, it doesn't take that long. They're almost done. You're just cooking down those onions and mushrooms now. So the steak is done. Again, you don't have to brown it but 3-4 minutes before you put everything else in, because it's going to cook like this in the nice buttery. This is all sauce, and again, you want it a little bit thicker because it's going to be loose right now because it's just liquid stuff, but you can thicken it up by putting your thickening agents in there. You like cornstarch, you can use cornstarch, but us keto people are going to use xanthan gum. Hey Chris Worth, how are you doing? Hey Carla Joe, nice to see you. Hey Adrian, nice to see you. Hey Ann Booth, hey Chantel, nice to see you. If I miss you, I apologize. Hi, Dawn. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, James Belinsky. Nice to see you. Hey, Cindy. How are you doing? If I miss you, I'm sorry. Steak bites. Super duper easy. Chop that steak up. Throw it in some marinade. Marinate it for 20 minutes. And then a stick of butter. We got to turn the heat down. A stick of butter goes in the pot, and then you melt the butter, throw your meat in there, brown it up for about 4 minutes, and then you will add your mushrooms and onions, a little bit more garlic, a little bit of Cajun if you like that. That's it. Cook it down a little bit. If you want to use the excess marinade, that will add flavor to it. I'll pour that in because it's only going to be 4 carbs per serving, so I want to use all that marinade. So I'm just going to pour that in there, and we're going to stir her up and cook her a little bit more. And again, you can eat this by itself. I'll eat this by itself. I don't need to cook no other vegetables. I got some onions and some mushrooms in there, so that's good enough. Well, I'm going to get a different. I'm going to get a wooden spoon. Maybe that will help stir a little bit. And that is it. And then you just continue to simmer it. I like mine a little bit thicker, so I'm going to put a little bit of xanthan gum in mine. So we're going to just a little bit, not much. Hey, Nita, how are you doing? Hey, Michelle, nice to see you. Making some garlic steak bites tonight. And I'm like, my work day started at 3. I went out in the garage, and I just started cleaning up in the garage because what else are you going to do at 3 in the morning? So I got some things. I had some clothes out there that I was getting ready to go to the Goodwill. So I was out there so I put just a little bit, 1/4 teaspoon in there. And that's just going to thicken it up. The xanthan gum takes a few minutes to start working. So if you just put it in, you have to let it do its job. So it does it after about 5 minutes. It'll start thickening it up. And again, you can add it a little by little, but you don't need much to thicken it up. I don't want it like a thick gravy. I just want it just a little so it sticks to the meat when I put it into my bowl. Super yummy. Hey, Bud, how are you doing? Hey, Kimberly, nice to see you. We're making some garlic steak bites tonight up here in Michigan. If you're just tuning in, I'm Mindy from Michigan. I've been cooking keto and low carb. So I do low carb meals also, but I primarily stick to more keto meals. So the keto meals are going to be more high fat, and the low carb meals won't be as high fat. So that's my lifestyle. I use fat for fuel, so I have to have a lot of fat. So that's how I do. So now it's thickened up just perfect, just like that. And then you just serve it up into your bowl or whatever you're gonna serve it in. I guess we'll get this. I'm gonna get another spoon. I'm gonna get this fancy dancy spoon right there. And then you just scoop it up and just eat it just like that. And garlic steak bites, super duper good. These are absolutely amazing, you guys. So I'll put the recipe up there in a little bit, probably tomorrow, because I'm probably going to eat these, and I'm going to go sit in my massage chair, and then I'm going to fall asleep. And then I'm going to start all over again tomorrow. I love steak meals too. This is good. This is a really good one. So you guys will definitely have to try it because it's so easy. Mostly everybody has Red Hot. Mostly everybody has soy sauce. Mostly everybody has Worcester. That is your marinade. And some garlic. And some pepper. And some garlic salt too if you want. And some butter, some mushroom and onions. And you're good to go. You got your little meal. And then put a little thickening agent and make it little saucy. And that's all I got for you on a Saturday night. So I hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. Hi, Mom. Nice to see you. I'm getting off here. Have a good night, you guys. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.